Yes, people, welcome back to episode 3 of the prep series. We are currently 12 and a half weeks out, so we are in the serious territory now of things getting on fire. So today, what we got for you, we've got poll, and we've got obviously the usual day in the life, food updates, all that kind of good stuff. We'll keep poll to a montage style today, you know, bring back the OG YouTube videos where it was just like sick montages with epic music. But for now, we are on our way to the lockup to film some cool clips we were supposed to film last time. So we'll do some behind the scenes for that, and then we'll catch you guys for meal 2, a little catch up, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. That concludes our trip to lockup. If Cam's edited in time, I'll get to insert what we just did here. If you did, hope you enjoyed. If not, it's going to make you look a twat. So yeah, finish that up, go home, have pre-workout meal, have a little chat in the car, kind of update you on how prep has changed, because we've made some pretty significant changes, and give you basically the plan moving forward for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, let's go home, have some food, and let's go train. What a lovely day. So, pre-workout meal, as you can probably see, is gone also considerably smaller than last time we spoke. That's because we've had a rather drastic food drop as we look to push condition before we go into a little diet break, which we will explain on the drive to the gym. But yeah, it's the usual pre-workout meal, the staple chicken rice with some veg, some cashew nuts for fats, and then always pre-workout squares bar. The deeper you get into prep, the more squares bars they just arouse you on another level. Okay, it will go from me eating the squares bar to me literally licking the packet by the end of prep, because there will be no ounce, no cell left of this lovely squares bar. So yeah, that's pre-workout meal. We're going to try and find something to watch pre-workout, and then yeah, as I said, we'll catch you guys on the way to the gym. So little taste test, little bite, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of nut, a bit of rice. Delicious. Bloody cleanse shakes. Every time I try to do something carefully. Oh baby, it's a good one. You seem to have very good luck these last 2 videos of weather. Can't lie. Not a chance in hell without seeing anything other than your mug. What? It's so close. Right, this is take 3. We are at the gym. I'm going to discuss with you what has happened from last video to now, and what's going to happen from now going forward. So last time we filmed, we just made a food adjustment, and then we decided to make a further food adjustment to start our first proper, pretty hard stint of fat loss phase. So we dropped calories and upped cardio quite significantly, with the goal of basically pulling off a good chunk of body fat for 2 to 3 weeks, and then we are going to go into a diet break from next week. So in terms of kind of like where I was, so I was 204.7 pounds when we last filmed, and then I hit a low of 198.1 on Sunday, and then weight bumped up, and then I had heavy leg day and high day yesterday, so weight got bumped up a little bit. So we got down to lows 198.1, but after training legs and a high day yesterday, we are at 200.2 pounds, but I suspect that over the week that will drop pretty significantly. In terms of where food and whatnot is at, we are, if I just get this sorted, so cardio-wise, we are doing 30 minutes of cardio twice a week on high days, and then we're doing 40 minutes of cardio 5 times a week on training days, or so on non-high days even. And then the high days are the exact same as they were before, so still 285 protein, 508 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fat. So slight reduction still, but like still pretty high. So that's 3,619 calories. Regular training day food, 274 protein, 316 grams of carbs, 49 grams of fat. That's 2,804 calories. And then low days are pretty fucking low, twice a week on rest days, which is 272 protein, 158 grams of carbs, and 79 grams of fat. So 2,465 grams, calories even. So far, not been too bad. Still kind of like pushing the hunger off, like I'm not feeling it too much. So definitely getting sore legs now from the amount of cardio, but is what it is. So we'll run that up until the end of this week, and then Monday we're going to commence a diet break, which is when we're at 12 weeks out. That'll be roughly 1 to maybe 2 weeks if I need it, and it'll kind of be monitored over the course of those 2 weeks. So we'll have an increase in food, drop in cardio, probably some lighter sessions, refresh the body, especially the legs, as they're going to be taking a pounding with all the cardio that I'm doing, and obviously just train like an animal. So yeah, we will do the diet break. Not exactly got any numbers for you in terms of what that'll look like just yet, but obviously next video I will kind of update you on what that looks like, but next time we film will be obviously after that's passed. So that's the 12 week out mark, and then when we hit 10 weeks out we are going to increase the total amount of super subs I'm taking, the good stuff, and then that will basically see me out for the rest of prep, and then we will commence around 10 weeks out, we'll do our final fat loss phase, and that will be from week 11, week 10 down to week 2-ish. Maybe week 1 if I need it, but yeah, obviously then peak week will be done. So the whole point will be ready a bit early if we can be, which we should be. We're in a good position right now, and then kind of just refresh for 2 weeks, and then obviously start peak week, and then obviously kind of get the shows going. And obviously once the fat's off, that's the easy part, then you can maintain it relatively easily. So yeah, that concludes that. I'm gonna finish this, then we'll train pull. So we got a sick little montage coming in 3, 2, 1. much fucking more peeled the legs are already though. Like, got fucking full on feathering on the outside.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So that is the session done. Unfortunately, not quite the best session. We pretty much retained numbers on everything. A couple of progressions, nothing too crazy, but I'm not surprised now, just because I have felt the fatigue really start to kind of build up now. So definitely need this diet break soon. But obviously we'll see the week out, and then we shall correct the fatigue, and also just definitely was a bit flatter in my pictures today for sure. More detail, which is good. More leg detail, more hamstring detail, but yeah, definitely need to start getting visual shifting the right way in terms of not letting myself get too flat. Not that you can really be too flat at this point out, but you obviously never want to let yourself get that far. So what I would like to finish the video today with is kind of recapping, or like going over what we've got planned for the year. If you follow Trinity, which you should do, we have got our announcements up now for all the events we'll be at this year so far. We might add more, we might not, I'm not sure yet, but for sure we are locked in for these dates. So let me just get these up here. So 25th of April we are going to Preston to Next Level Gym to support Danny at his Team CBD meetup. So that'll be Next Level Gym in Preston. So we'll be there for the day. We'll bring some clothes. Obviously, even if you're not a client of Danny's, you're more than welcome to come and buy some clothes, train in the gym. It's a sick gym, so definitely one to try if you are in the area and free on the 25th of April. We then have on the 23rd, 24th of May, we have the PT Universe, which is in Derby. So again, we will be there both days with a stall. So that'll be a really good chance if you want to come and see the clothes and meet us as well. Because obviously Derby being a bit more in the Midlands, it's a little bit easier to travel, and obviously PT Universe is obviously a great show. So Saturday, I know obviously, the Sunday is always super busy. So another really good date. 31st of May, we will be in Rugby for the UKFBA Heart of England, I believe it is. So we'll be there for the day. Again, cool show on. That's actually where I won my first ever show. So it's again kind of a return to my former glory. So we'll be there again, pop-up shop for the day. 22nd, we then have a bit of a hiatus, June, July, and then 22nd of August we have UKFB in Burnley, which I believe is the Northerns. And then we will return back to Rugby, I believe, to the same venue for the 6th of September for the UKFBA show again. And then we will have the final UKFBA date, which I believe is the finals, which will be 12th of September in Wigan, another Northern show. And then to round up all those dates, we have the big finale of the PCA British Finals in Telford, 17th and 18th of October. So yeah, we will be at all these for either 1 to 2 days. We will always be bringing clothes with us. Obviously, if we're sold out of things, obviously, unfortunately, I can't help you there. But obviously, if you do want a chance to try on clothes before you buy them, you're more than welcome to. We'll have mirrors there, so you can try them on, look at it. You'll go, fuck me, I look sick, I've got to buy this. So that kind of rounds things off for there. In terms of other plans, nothing is set in stone as yet. We're just going to kind of see how the year goes to then basically decide if we do more events, if we do more drops, all this sort of other stuff. So yeah, apart from that, I think that is pretty much the video rounded out. A slightly shorter one, but nice and short and sweet. So we will
be filming again probably in around 3 to 4 weeks time, where again, as I said, we will be then probably, we will be sub 10 weeks out. So we're going to try and do a leg day next for you guys. So sub 10 weeks out, leg day will probably be the next one. And yeah, I think that's more or less it. Should be pretty fucking sweet to see another jump in visuals from now to then. As you can see, the prep brain and fatigue is already starting to kick in a little bit, but we crack on. So on that note, like, share with a fellow cunt, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.